the younger people should learn from adults like me, like you, and you. Each one of us are teachers. Each one of us can teach our children. We can teach them and talk to them about our natural environment outside.
Welcome to Traditional Foods Contemporary Chef. I'm Alaskan Chef Rob Kineen, and today we are 40 miles south of Anchorage, celebrating the store outside your door. Let's get started. We're at the midweek Wednesday market at Northway Mall. Looking around, we've got some beautiful options for our rolled meatloaf. We're going to start with some potatoes. Here we go. It's late August, so our carrots are fresh out of the ground. This is the first crop of the season. Looking forward to using these. Got some beautiful broccoli here. It's going to be a fine addition to the rolled meatloaf. Got some beautiful midsummer onions. This one's looking ripe for the picking. Today, we're making an Alaskan game rolled meatloaf served with roasted potatoes and a dandelion pesto. Our special guest is Desiree Simeon, Alaska Native registered dietitian with ANTHC. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna start with some breadcrumbs. Got some milk. And garlic. So what this does is we're going to let this absorb into the bread and create a moisture barrier that when you mix it in with the meat will help from drying it out when it's cooking.
Interesting.
So once this is mixed up, we're going to set it aside and kind of let everything soak in. We've got our moose meat with our breadcrumb mixture all mixed up. We're going to set this aside. Now, yesterday we actually went to the farmer's market and we got some fresh onions, carrots, and broccoli. Took the vegetables and we roasted them. So we're gonna just give these a rough chop. And this is where the magic happens. Cover your pan completely. We're gonna take our meatloaf and we're just gonna get this nice and level across the whole part of the pan.
Something that I find really interesting as an educator and a dietitian is that our meat is so high in protein, iron, and vitamins. Actually, the way that Alaska Natives survived for thousands of years is on a high protein diet, eating lots of game meat. And the way that we did that without getting all those fruits and vegetables that are incorporated into our diet now is that our meat has that higher vitamin and mineral content. And so, you know, it's really cool that we were able to survive that way for thousands of years.
The further north you go, the longer and colder the winter, so obviously you're not picking from your garden. So there's a lot more to natural game.
Exactly.
Okay, so while our meatloaf is cooking, what I'm gonna do is get started on a dandelion pesto. These little weeds that you see everywhere are actually pretty good for you. For the pesto sauce, we need a little bit of garlic, cashew nuts, the greens, and a little bit of oil, and just get this going. Smell that. You can smell the garlic and that kind of tartness and bitterness from the dandelions. This is going to be the sauce for the roasted potatoes. We're going to do roasted potatoes, add a little bit of this in, and then wilt those dandelion greens right in over the top.
Wow, super good.
Excellent. I think our meatloaf is ready to go. She's a beaut. We're going to serve this up with some roasted potatoes that we got from the valley. We're going to get these warming up. They baked again for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. As we're warming up, what I want to do is just fold in a little bit of this beautiful pesto. We're just going to finish with some of these dandelion greens. Okay, time to plate up. Got our beautiful meatloaf ready to go. Some of these potatoes, a little bit of that wilted dandelion. Let's give this a test drive.
Oh man, this is awesome.
This is looking pretty good.
Oh, I just love the green broccoli in there. That is just so tasty.
Really rich.
And that pesto and potatoes, fresh potatoes grown right here in Alaska, so tasty.
Dandelions as well.
Definitely the most creative meal I have ever had with moose and the most tasty. Thank you, Rob.
My pleasure.